Denyo. Howard da die. Yes, the voice of the patriot. From the newsreel, we endeavor to always keep it real. It's the voice of the people. And the voice of the people is the voice of God. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we must do it on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. In all decorum, we speak. And today, as usual, we have a number of issues to look at, and I want to go straight up to Ghana Web and deal with this issue. It says 2024 election. Let's give Bawumia a chance. Mahama has had his chance already, chief declares, and I read it. Now the chief of Nkwantakese in the Amenfi constituency of the Western region, Nana Ntori-Bonkyi Akomea, is advocating for Ghanaians to give vice president and presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, the MPP, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, a chance to lead the country, following what he says is the remarkable performance of the vice president. Speaking in Asankregua, in the Amenfi East constituency of the Western region, during the campaign visit of Dr. Bawumia, Nana Ntori-Bonkyi Akomea said the 2024 elections are a battle between two Northerners, referring to Dr. Bawumia of the NPP and former President Mahama of the NDC. He appealed to his people and Ghanaians to give Bawumia a chance because Mahama has had his chance as president already. This election is going to be between two Northerners. We know one of them, the old one, already, because he has had his chance. Said Nana Ntori-Bonkyi Akomea. Now the other Northerner is new. He has only been a mate and is now requesting that we should hand over the steering wheel to him. We have all seen on a few occasions when he got the opportunity to test the car that he can drive smoothly. So should we not give him a chance to also drive the car? Let us all give him a chance to drive the car because he has proved that he is capable of driving, considering the work he has done even as a driver's mate. Nana Ntori-Bonkyi Akomea described Dr. Bawumia as the best vice president in Ghana's history, stressing that he deserves to be elevated as president to continue his good work as the main man. We have seen many vice presidents in this country, but you are unique. You have done so well, the chief added. Whilst commending Dr. Bawumia and President Akufo-Addo for their good works in the community, he appealed to Bawumia to complete projects in the area as president. There's a good reason the Constitution says chiefs should stay away from partisanship. Some of our chiefs, when they speak, it doesn't look like they are speaking from their heads. It actually looks like they are speaking from their stomachs. The wise ones would understand what I'm talking about. My brother, Nana Ntori-Bonkyi Akomea spoke in Asankregua, and that was when the vice president visited him. Okay, so what is the meat of all he's saying? Mahama has had his chance already as president. Let this man here called Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia have his chance. Why? Is it a game of chess? Or is it a game of Ludo? Why do we demean the presidency to this level of thinking? Why do we speak from our stomachs when we should be speaking from our heads. Now you are complaining in one way or the other that some work has started in your area and was never completed. And you are praying that this man should be president so that when he comes on, he will be able to complete that. You go ahead to say that he's the best vice president this nation has ever seen. Oh my God. My brother, my sister, let's look at this in more detail. Nana Ntori-Bonkyi Akomea leads a certain group of people, and he is telling them, as your chief, I want you to give this man the chance to become president, because the other one, in fact, he's had his chance already. And we are asking again, is it a game of chess or it's a game of Ludo? When one man comes, he must go for another man to come. The Constitution is clear on this. A man can only not return after he has had 2 terms as president. My brother, my sister, I am sad at what this chief is saying. First and foremost, he's breaching the Constitution by speaking against the dictates of this holy document of the nation. My brother, my sister, chiefs must stay away from all politics. And in his opinion, Bawumia is the best vice president this nation has ever had. With all the lies, with the economic disaster, with several unprofessional haircuts dished out to all these old folk, some of whom have died premature deaths, Bawumia is still the best vice president the nation has ever had. My brother, it is sad, but whatever it is, everyone is entitled to their opinion. But this is what our chiefs do. And at the end of the day, they lose respect in the eyes of the people. As a chief, you are supposed to be as neutral as possible. You could go ahead and talk about Bawumia's achievements in your area. And at the end of the day, you tell him that you wish him all the best. Asante Hini will never do this. Asante Hini would not say, oh, this is the best. From since Ghana started, this one has been the best. So vote for him so that he becomes president. No. Responsibly, be a father for all. They are both your sons. All 13 candidates are your sons. So once you endorse one, do you think the others will come to you? It's a question I'm asking. Our chiefs must rise to the status of responsibility. It's so sad. Right now, our chiefs have become a symbol for Galamsey. Right now, when you talk about chieftaincy in Ghana, we relegate all of them to the background. They are Galamseyers. True or false? Just as when we see Chinese people in Ghana, we see them as Galamseyers. In my days, we were scared of Chinese people because of Chinese movies. We believed every Chinese man was a karate expert. Today, no. The youth don't see Chinese people as karate experts in Ghana. They see them as Galamseyers. True or false? Today, when a Chinese man enters this compound, the first thing that comes into your mind is Galamsey. True? It's the same thing Ghana police is only seen as a symbol of bribery and corruption. True or false? When you see a policeman on the road, all you think about is bribe. You can have your way if you give him something small. All these images have to change. Ghana police must be able to stand firm. Reject all forms of bribery. The police officers must be given some very good benefits, both in service and off service. They should be treated like peace officers. Without peace, the nation would break into several pieces beyond repair. Why do we treat our policemen like corpse carriers, like mortuary men? Anytime a madman dies in any corner, they are looking for the police to go and carry the corpse. Why? Our police must be given some dignity. And when that dignity is accorded them, we would also continue to hammer it home that they must maintain a level of decorum. Stay away from the bribery and corruption. I find it so sad when I drive on the streets and some policemen stop me and say, oh, Charlie, your boys there on the road, oh, nothing small for us. I feel so sad. Why have we reduced our police to this non-entity status? The same way our chiefs. They are losing respect geometrically. Galamsey has become their middle names. Now, a lot of them have been paid by politicians to come out and say anything away from sense, common sense. My brother, my sister, please let us hold the position of neutrality so that we'll be able to emulate what the Asante-Hene is doing. Of course, the Asante-Hene has his favorite candidate. But do you think the Asante-Hene will come out and say, this is my favorite candidate, and for that matter, vote for this person? No. Be responsible. You do this, and irresponsible political parties target your areas. They do not bring development to you. No wonder Kennedy, a Japan, can have the arrogance to go all the way to the BA and tell the people, yes, you need an AstroTurf, and I am the one who can use the government money to come and give you that, but I won't give you because you've not been voting for us. Such impudence. Such impudence. Government money. The people need development. You say no. Because you have been elected or appointed into the position of responsibility, you're going to be irresponsible by not giving them the development that they need using their own money. What arrogance! What the heck? It's the same way our chiefs are becoming non-entities. My brother, my sister, a lot of our chiefs are behaving like thieves. I'm telling you. Stealing the gold from the land. Stealing the resources that belong to the people. Amassing that and usurping that and not making it available for the development of the area. How do you call yourself a chief when your area is inundated with so much Galamsey? No development is in the area. The chief takes all the money to marry more wives. Every weekend, he is marrying a new woman with the Galamsey money. To God be the glory. Now the next thing I want to look at is equally interesting, and I need you to come along. It's also from Ghana Web. And it says, relocate if you can't coexist with Chanfran operators. And this is Queen Mother of Abesua telling farmers, and I read, Queen Mother of Abesua in the Ashanti region has reportedly asked farmers in the town to relocate if they can't coexist with the Chanfran operators following a recent demonstration in the area over the negative impact of illegal mining activities. Now, the farmers say they have no option than to relocate since illegal mining activities have affected their livelihoods. Now, the information was shared on the official X page of Joy FM on Monday, September 30, 2024, stating Erastus Asari Donko reports that the Queen Mother of Abesua has asked the farmers in the area to leave if they can't coexist with the Chanfran operators. This is after they were arrested for demonstrating against the Chanfran operators. On August 30, 2024, the Ghana Water Company Limited raised concerns over the activities of illegal miners that have disrupted water supply in the central region. This ignited public discussions on the negative impact of the Galamsey menace in the country. I am sure Asante-Hene Osei Tutu II is going to destool this woman and have her hair shaved and sent into the gallows. What arrogance. So you see the level of thinking of some of our leaders? This is supposed to be a queen mother. A queen mother. A queen mother. Listen to the nauseating words. You know what a chant fan does? It is an equipment that is used in the water bodies to mine gold. In other words, Galamsey. This is what has been responsible for the pollution of our water bodies. Queen Mother says, if you know you cannot live side by side with the Chang Fan operators, relocate, go. And she's talking to farmers. Farmers who produce corn. Farmers who produce food crops to feed the nation. Until the last tree dies. Until all the food crops are dead. In this country, we will never know that we cannot eat gold. It's sad. Listen to the dirty, stinking words of a queen mother. Asante Hini would look for this woman and send her straight out of the stool into the gallows. It's a shame. These are the people we are supposed to give respect to. Listen to what she's saying. I'll leave it here. Another thing I quickly want to look at, my brother, my sister, is this thing that just came in. And I'm reading this from my Joy Online. It says, and I read, Global Info Analytics reports Mahama at 51.1%. In election 2024, with Bawumia at 37.3%. And I read, as the December 2024 elections draw closer, a recent poll by Global Info Analytics reveals that John Dramani Mahama, the leader of the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, is maintaining a considerable lead over Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia of the ruling New Patriotic Party. The poll shows Mahama capturing 51.1% of committed voters, whilst Bawumia trails at 37.3%. Independent candidates Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen and Nana Ntori-Bonkyi Akomea account for 4.1% and 6.2% respectively. It means Nana Ntori-Bonkyi Akomea has beaten Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen with over 2% of the votes. Wow. With other candidates collectively receiving 1.3%, Triabosum and the rest. In an unweighted, likely voters model, Mahama's advantage continues with 49.3% support compared to Bawumia's 35.9%. The polls also highlight a troubling trend of voter apathy within the MPP, as 16% of potential non-voters identify as supporters of the ruling party, while only 3% of the NDC supporters fall into this category. It means that 16% of NPP people are not ready to vote. They are disappointed with their party. Additionally, floating voters and those who declined to disclose their party affiliation make up 38% and 39% of non-voters, respectively, signaling a critical challenge for the NPP. Amongst floating voters, Mahama holds a substantial 31-point lead over Bawumia's 23%. So that's 54% to 23%. And he also leads by 18 points amongst those who do not disclose their party affiliations. Now, the part that is most interesting here is this one. It says, and I read, conversely, Bawumia has seen a decline in support from Muslim voters, a crucial demographic for his campaign, losing nearly 4% since July. So Muslims have given up on Bawumia. Muslims know who truly is a Muslim. Muslims know who truly has them at heart. Muslims cannot just be tossed about like that. Same way as Christians and every other religious group. Don't think that by quoting the Quran 1 million times a second, Muslims will fall for that. Never should you also think that by quoting the Bible 7 trillion times, like our WAC finance minister was quoting unprovokedly, yet killing us with some of the worst economic decisions. My brother, my sister, Bawumia wants to be seen as an Alhaji. He wants to be seen as a pious Muslim. Yet, my brother, my sister, they probably only see him at the mosque when it's time for election. Then he would wear his long hat and jalabia and go and sit down and say, Allahu Akbar. Ask him to recite Al-Fatiha and you'll be in trouble. It's sad, my brother. I have said it over and over, and I'll repeat it. I don't like Nana Akufo-Addo and his presidency, including Bawumia. They have disappointed me. I don't know about you. I have seen the economy move from bad to worse. I have seen so many family and friends die because of dirty economic policies, right from e-levy all the way to the unwarranted haircuts with no respect for our old folk, and so on and so forth. I have seen how they went on a wanton spree of borrowing, as if governance was all about borrowing. Today, my brother, my sister, Ghana has gone down on the ladder of freedom of speech and press freedom. My brother, my sister, this is not the country I envisaged when I voted Nana Akufo-Addo into power. This was not the Ghana I envisaged. And the most nauseating part of it, the last time Nana Akufo-Addo talked about Galamsey, he almost lost an election. Why did he say he will put his presidency on the line to fight Galamsey? Has it gone back to his vomit like the proverbial dog in the book of Proverbs in the Bible? He's so shameful and so irresponsible. The last time you spoke against Galamsey, you almost lost an election. And for that matter, you don't want to lose the election this time around. So you will not talk about Galamsey. My brother, it is sad the way it is going. Very, very sad. My brother, my sister, there's nothing more I will say. I'll leave it here, and we're looking forward to a very beautiful election, and we look forward to seeing the NPP go into total extinction. It's a shame what we are seeing in our country right now. They are all disappointed. It's been the voice of the patriots. And I'm going to close with a tape from the Efiduase Asokori MP. His name is Nana Ntori-Bonkyi Akomea. I hear he's a medical doctor. Am I correct? My producer says he's a medical doctor. Listen to the words of a medical doctor. And you tell me, if this was the only yardstick for being a medical doctor, whether you would allow your child to be a medical doctor. These days, it looks like the people who are supposed to be our role models have gone haywire. Common sense has eluded them. Listen to the voice of the Efiduase Asokori MP, Nana Efriye Ayu. Hey! When I watched this, I said, no, this guy is a dummy. When I listened to this man speak, my God, hey, even if I were dying, I will never allow this kind of medical doctor to touch me. Never. Listen to the voice of Efiduase Asokori MP. He's an MP. Member of Parliament. He's supposed to be called an honorable, but this is most dishonorable. Hey! This tape was supposed to be played 3 days ago from last week, but I refused. But today, it looks like I'm going to. Are you ready with the image of this man?
Kabrani who said we are winning the seats in the mining areas, so they decided to go and import foreigners. No one know buy and no man can't jump say munko in renumu na munko to go do or say munko so no na munko to. Na mo refi mo hwana the whole year. In so I a problem da. Enya one man here na started. Eye obi na opese anka omo ye na anka ye di speed. Nanka ya court nanka ya stop Galamsey for nanka ya lose your seat. Yes stop you omo na. Yes stop you omo china. Ye di speed. Nanka ya court nanka ya stop Galamsey for nanka ya lose your seat. Yes stop you omo na. 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 Yes stop you omo china. Na oma ko phone with TV for na ko. Na omo crowd for ka ena Galamsey na Galamsey yetu no Accra inso no e Accra omo mbra kuma say me demonstration and come yesterday
Did you hear the words? To those of you who do not speak, I can. Let me try a translation. Because they realized that we are winning the votes of those in the mining area, they quickly went out there to get some foreigners to come and do illegal mining like you are doing. But this time around, they asked them to go straight up into the water bodies, to destroy the water bodies, so that with some kind of fear and hesitance, we will all run after the Galamsey people and stop them from doing Galamsey, so that we will lose our seats. We are not stopping Galamsey today. Neither are we stopping it tomorrow. And forever, Galamsey will never be stopped. Is Galamsey done in Accra? Why are they demonstrating in Accra? They should come to Kumasi and demonstrate. That's when they will see what will happen to them. Listen to the tape. Again. I said, listen to the tape again.
Kabrani who said we are winning the seats in the mining areas, so they decided to go and import foreigners. No one know buy and no man can't jump say munko in renumu na munko to go do or say munko so no na munko to. Na mo refi mo hwana the whole year. In so I a problem da. Enya one man here na started. Eye obi na opese anka omo ye na anka ye di speed. Nanka ya court nanka ya stop Galamsey for nanka ya lose your seat. Yes stop you omo na. Yes stop you omo china. Yes stop you omo na. Yes stop you omo china. Yes stop you omo na. Yes stop you omo china. Yes stop you omo na. Yes, stop you amuchina. Yes, stop you amuna. Yes, stop you amuchina. Yes, stop you amuna. Yes, stop you amuchina. Yes, stop you amuna. Yes, stop you amuchina. Now I'm a phone with TV for na call. Now I'm one crowd for car and a Galamsey and a Galamsey. Now Galamsey, you too know Accra. In Zono Accra. I'm on back. Come and say my demonstration and come by steady.
This is 3FM.
Oh, so this man is a medical doctor? Who taught him medicine? I think this should be a Galamsey specialist. I'm so ashamed of this dishonorable called honorable. And which people voted for this man to become an MP? Oh my God. So this man too is an honorable. No wonder Kennedy Japan said, any Tom, Dick, and Harry can become an MP in Ghana right now. Any idiot can, in his own words, he said idiot. Any idiot can become. But I want to milden the words down and say, any Tom, Dick, and Harry can become an MP. That is so cheap to become an MP. MPs are cheap. The words of Kennedy Japan, I didn't say that. But my brother, elements like this make it so clear that Kennedy Japan might just be right. A medical doctor who knows the implications of illegal mining and destruction of the environment. Several cancers. Today, 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds have liver problems. They have cancer. In almost every family now. How many Ghanaians live up to 50 years? They have cervical cancer for the women. The men have prostate cancer, left, right, and center. My brother, my sister. And a medical officer says illegal mining will not be stopped today. They will stop it tomorrow. And his reason is that they don't want to lose their votes. Shame on this guy. Shame on Nana Akufo-Addo. Shame on Bawumia. They were both there when this man was saying all that. Nobody got up to come there and say, hey, don't say this. It's not about Ghana anymore. It's all about they are winning the votes. I'm so ashamed of these people. I couldn't believe this. At first, I thought it was AI generated. And therefore, me and my producer had to sit back, in fact, and forensically audit this. It came out that, yes, it was said. There were videos to that effect, and so on and so forth. This MP should bow down his head in shame. You are a shameless MP, and I say it an umpteen number of times. And I call on the Speaker of Parliament, in fact, to use his powers as the Speaker to sanction this irresponsible MP. He's most irresponsible, and all they are looking for is winning votes and nothing more. I am so angry. They don't care about the generations that are coming. Listen to what the man said.
Yes, stop you amuna. Yes, stop you amuchina. Yes, stop you amuna. Yes, stop you amuchina.
Hey!
Now I'm a phone with TV for na call. Now I'm one crowd for car and a Galamsey and a Galamsey. Now Galamsey, you too know Accra. In Zono Accra. I'm on back. Come and say my demonstration and come by steady.
You listen to this. Like somebody from the kindergarten. This is a medical doctor, I am told. Now, those who taught this man medicine, wherever he learnt his medicine from, if they are dead, I am sure they are resurrected now crying that they passed such a guy. How about Napo, who is also supposed to be a medical doctor? It looks like it's a disease with the MPs in the area. Common sense has eluded them. The common sense of patriotism. All they think about is votes. Napo said almost the same thing, didn't he? Oh, Jesus. Yet, statistics are still saying that these people will get a little above 30%. These people should not even get 1% of the votes. Only cockroaches and lizards should be voting for these people. Even them, because they love the environment, they won't vote for them. Ghosts and demons should be those who would vote for these people, so people can die quickly and come and join them in the world of ghosts and demons. Shame on you. I leave it here. I just have one message for the youth. It's time to rise. Rise and take over your land from these irresponsible guys.
Rise up, African youth, man.